Welcome to the Flat Track Factory. Less than 3 days ago, we announced the Flat Track Factory Race Clinic at GTR Complex just south of Columbia, South Carolina. June 26th, it's going to be a Saturday evening class, 5 until about 10 or 11 p.m. Remember, this is a flat track school, and I'm all about good track conditions, so we're going to work with that. I am super stoked about this. The response has been overwhelming, really. Literally, I'm a bit overwhelmed. We're just about sold out, and if you got a buddy that wants to get in, now's the time to do it. No marketing baloney here at all. Let me tell you about the class structure for those of you that are signed up. Some of you might both find it to be more narrow than you expected and far deeper than you might have expected. We're going to do a deep dive into some fundamental skills that flat track racing, if you subscribe to my way of thinking, and apparently some of you do, these fundamental skills are overlooked or need to be revisited, and we're going to supply that for you. Have a seat. Pit crew. Sit down. Sits. Vibe. So, for the details, we'll have 4 cycles of lessons. Each cycle is going to include a lecture section, an on-track practical section, and then a debrief with myself and 2 other amazing instructors that I just can't wait to work with again. After those sessions are over, we are going to have a Q&A session with me, and ask me anything maybe would be another way. So that's going to be part of your assignment, to be prepared for that. And then lastly, we're going to do a little bit more of an open session, a free ride, something I'm going to call At the Fence with the Silverback. It's going to be me. The older graying gorilla is going to stand at the fence with the other instructors and most of the students, and you're going to get to experience how we speak to each other. Experienced racers that trust each other, and maybe get a taste of the rather frank nature of how we communicate about what we're seeing on the track. So I think it's going to be really fun, and I can't wait for that part. This clinic is going to require a lot from you. And in order to gain the most from it, you're going to need to prepare. Here is your assignment. My athletic background and personal training experience, along with the life experiences put all together, have proven to me over and over that physicality is a big part of the success in motorcycle racing. So 6 weeks is a pretty good time frame to change your physicality. This should be an impetus for you to think about that. This is going to be a demanding course mentally and physically, so let's prepare physically by working on your flexibility, your core strength, and your aerobic capacity. Riding will help you with that a little bit, and also you need to do some other training to get the best out of this. So that's another assignment for you. And lastly about that, let's look at your weight. Let's look at your height and weight, check your BMI, look at some other racers and kind of see what theirs is, and realize that this is a thing that we're dealing with as a society. And if you're coming to me to learn how to race motorcycles, we're going to evaluate the whole package. So let's be cognizant of that as well. I've mentioned this before. Think about this training riding that you're going to do between now and the school. Film yourself and look at it with a critical eye. What do you think you're doing, and what are you really doing? What are you really doing? Remember, Dale Corda is going to be there. If you don't know, he'll see it, and you'll find out. Here's the written portion of the course. I'd like you to write a critique of your riding, an honest assessment of what you're doing on the bike, where you'd like to improve, and then along with the Ask Me Anything and Q&A questions that you may have for me that we'll do at the end of the class, tell me who you would like to ride like, the racer that you'd like to fashion your style afterwards. And more importantly, why? Why would you want to ride like that? And I think that'll be a fun discussion topic for us at some point. Lastly, open your mind, relax the ego, and let this come to you. It's going to be like a fire hose. We're not going to be able to change much in one evening of racing. It's going to give you a new experience, a new thought base, a new thought process to incorporate into your riding over time. This clinic will continue to stay with you in your thought process as you think about your racing. I think about racing a lot, and I talk about it a lot, as you know. So I think you're prepared for that, and I'm going to offer that to you as a way to think about it as well. I think it's a mental exercise. I think a lot of lap time can be had if we're more self-aware. So we'll practice that a little bit. And lastly, this is going to be a ton of fun. I'm super pumped that you decided to join me in this. Thanks for watching.